Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. In 2005, NBC debuted a new show to viewers called The Office, and while not a huge hit in its first season, the show was renewed, and by the end of the series, it would have developed a strong and loyal following. A huge part of the show's success can be attributed to the talents of Steve Carell, who played Michael Scott, regional manager for the Scranton, Pennsylvania branch of Dunder Mifflin Paper. Now, perhaps the first movie I noticed Steve Carell in was the 2003 Jim Carrey film, Bruce Almighty, where he played news anchor Evan Baxter, a character he would play again in the 2007 film Evan Almighty. And 2005 would turn out to be a huge year for Carell's career. In addition to starring in The Office, he would also star in a surprise hit, The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Steve Carell brought something special to the role of Michael Scott, a character who at times seemed to lack any self-awareness and who would cross the lines of workplace etiquette on a regular basis, oftentimes to be reprimanded by the human resources representative, Toby, whom Michael Scott just despised. But every once in a while, right when you would least expect it, Carell would do what he does best and show his own vulnerabilities and a huge heart that, when you just got to the crux of things, you found out that he really loved everyone he worked with. Well, with the exception of Toby, of course. And he would say something so brilliant that it would just blow you away. The Office would run for a total of 9 seasons, but after the 7th season, Steve Carell left the show, and the writers had Michael Scott move away from Scranton, Pennsylvania. And The Office? Well, it just wasn't the same after Steve Carell left. I remember thinking at the time that perhaps Steve Carell was just done with The Office, but apparently that wasn't the case. In a book called The Office, The Untold Story of the Greatest Sitcom of the 2000s, a few members of the show's crew state that Steve Carell didn't really intend on leaving at all, and according to the book, sound mixer Brian Whittle and hairstylist Kim Ferry would go on to state that Carell said during a BBC interview that he might leave after season 7 because the final year of his contract was looming. But it seems that the reality was, Steve wanted to stay on the show a little longer. He had told his manager such, and his manager had contacted the studio and said that he's willing to sign another contract for a couple of years. And then, the deadline came and went for them to give him an offer, and nothing happened. With the executives at NBC not making a strong effort to get Carell to stay, he just felt that he had no other choice than to leave. The final 2 seasons of The Office just weren't the same after Carell's departure, and ratings for the show were the lowest of the series' run. Carell, of course, has continued to have a strong career in Hollywood, and it's kind of hard to wrap my head around what might have been had they retained the talents of Steve Carell. Maybe the show had run its course and needed to come to an end. We truly will never know. But it's hard to believe that NBC didn't make a serious effort to get Carell to stay on. Now, what are your thoughts? I look forward to reading your comments. Also, I would greatly appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to my channel, where I talk about movies, TV shows, and music. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there, and have a great day.